Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Yellowstone fans laugh at ridiculous season finale ending as they slam pathetic writers. Yellowstone, once lauded for its raw narratives and layered personas, has seen its recent chapters attracting criticism for a perceived nosedive in storytelling finesse. Disgruntled fans have taken to Reddit to vent their vexation, accusing Yellowstone writers of reducing complex characters to mere stereotypes. One disgruntled viewer wrote, "I feel like the writers think we're all under the age of 18 and naive. Jamie as the villain? Get lost. Beth was always the problem. The first 3 seasons were solid, but 4 and 5 were just pathetic and treated the viewers like they were gullible. This show got so off track it's laughable. Plus, it's forgettable. Kevin Costner did the right thing by leaving." Jamie Dutton's erratic portrayal also sparked discontent among the audience. A Reddit user said, "I really feel like they just didn't know what to do with Jamie. At times he was a super smart guy, but other times a whiny baby, adding a jab at the series' quality. The writing sucks sometimes, and sometimes it's not. The show is hella bipolar." Beth Dutton's character was also put under the microscope, with her implausible triumphs being called out for lacking credibility. Beth being an absolute piece of the entire show, only to be rewarded for it constantly. Somehow landing Rip, who she didn't deserve, and having some of the wildest plot armor, literally surviving an explosion that nearly blew up her building, another frustrated fan remarked. Some fans have taken issue with the series for its seemingly unrealistic depiction of ranch life and financial management. Why didn't they just sell off key parcels of land? One viewer pondered, criticizing the show's tendency to idealize the cowboy way of life as antiquated. Another fan contrasted this with contemporary methods. In Australia, cattle farms use quads, motorbikes, capture vehicles, and helicopters. The show's conservative redneck attitudes may have prevailed, but the logic didn't. The general vibe among fans on the Yellowstone PN subreddit is disappointment, feeling that the finale failed to deliver on the potential set by the initial seasons. If they were consistent in the writing like the first 3 seasons, the show could have gone on longer, a fan expressed regretfully. Fans of the hit TV series Yellowstone were left reeling after its highly anticipated season finale, though perhaps not for the reasons the creators intended. What was meant to be a gripping, emotional send-off turned into a whirlwind of social media critiques, memes, and outright laughter. Ridiculous and pathetic were the kinder adjectives being thrown around by a disappointed fanbase who felt the writers had missed the mark by a country mile. For many viewers, Yellowstone has long been a masterclass in high-stakes drama, stunning cinematography, and complex character development. But as the final moments of the season unfolded, fans found themselves scratching their heads and questioning everything they'd come to love about the show. The ending, which aimed to shock and awe, instead left many rolling their eyes or laughing out loud. The laughable ending. Spoilers ahead. But for those who tuned in, the season finale delivered a convoluted mishmash of melodrama and improbable plot twists. A series of rushed resolutions and over-the-top moments seemed to parody the very essence of Yellowstone rather than elevate it. One of the most criticized elements was the abrupt resolution to the Dutton family feud, culminating in a scene so dramatic and improbable that fans took to Twitter en masse to share their disbelief. "I can't believe I waited all season for this," one fan tweeted, accompanied by a gif of a cowboy dramatically fainting. Another wrote, "Did the writers just draw ideas out of a cowboy hat and call it a day? This finale is Yellowstone fan fiction gone wrong." Social media takes over. Within hours of the finale's airing, hashtags like #YellowstoneFinalFail and #PatheticWriters were trending. Fans were quick to mock the plot's absurdity with memes featuring Kevin Costner's stoic John Dutton, paired with captions like, when you realize even your horse's acting was more believable than this script. Many zeroed in on the final showdown, a scene meant to be the season's crescendo. Instead, it left audiences in stitches. One fan wrote, "That's not a finale, that's a comedy sketch." I half expected John Dutton to pull out a banjo and start yodeling. Another chimed in, "How did we go from one of the best dramas on TV to this ridiculous soap opera? The writers owe us all an apology." Pathetic writing or overblown expectations. The backlash has sparked a broader debate among the fan base. While some argue that the writers have lost their touch, others suggest that the show's own success may be to blame. With a series as celebrated as Yellowstone, the bar is set exceptionally high. The weight of expectations can make even minor missteps feel catastrophic. One Reddit user posited, "Maybe we were expecting too much. The show has been so good for so long that even a decent finale feels like a letdown." But even this charitable take couldn't explain away some of the season's more baffling choices. Character arcs gone awry. Much of the criticism centered on the characters, whose arcs took bizarre or unsatisfying turns. Beth Dutton, long celebrated as a powerhouse of cunning and resilience, seemed reduced to a caricature of her former self. Her climactic confrontation with Jamie felt more like a telenovelas fever dream than the intense family drama fans expected. Meanwhile, Rip Wheeler, the fan-favorite cowboy with a heart of gold, found himself caught in a subplot that many felt was beneath him. "Rip deserves better," lamented one viewer on Instagram. "He's the backbone of this show, and they turned him into a walking cliché." Even John Dutton, the patriarch whose moral ambiguity has been a cornerstone of the series, seemed to lose his edge. John's big speech at the end was supposed to inspire us, a fan noted on Facebook. Instead, it sounded like something out of a high school drama class. Memes and mockery. The finale's lighter reception has arguably overshadowed its intended drama. Memes have flooded the internet, with fans jokingly reimagining the show as a sitcom. One particularly viral post featured a doctored image of the Dutton family sitting in a laugh-track-filled living room, with the caption, "Yellowstone, the comedy we never knew we needed." The laughter hasn't been entirely mean-spirited. Some fans have expressed their dismay through humor, creating parody trailers for a fake follow-up season titled Yellowstone, the redemption of the writers. In these mock videos, characters break the fourth wall to apologize to viewers, promising this time we'll stick the landing. A glimmer of hope. Despite the backlash, die-hard fans aren't ready to abandon the show just yet. Many are holding out hope that the next season will right the ship. "Every great series has a weak season," one fan commented on Reddit. "Let's just hope this is Yellowstone's." Meanwhile, some have called for a change in the writer's room. "Bring in fresh talent," a Twitter user suggested. "Someone who understands what made this show great in the first place." Others advocate for creator Taylor Sheridan to take a more hands-on approach to ensure the series stays true to its roots. Lessons for the future. The debacle of the Yellowstone season finale offers a valuable lesson for TV creators. Never underestimate your audience. Fans invest deeply in their favorite shows, and they can spot inauthenticity from a mile away. While it's impossible to please everyone, respecting the intelligence and emotional connection of the fanbase is crucial. For Yellowstone, the road to redemption may be steep, but it's not insurmountable. The show has proven its ability to tell compelling stories and craft unforgettable characters. With some recalibration, it could once again capture the hearts of its audience. Until then, fans will be left laughing, critiquing, and perhaps even rewatching older seasons to remember why they fell in love with the Duttons in the first place. As one fan put it, "We'll keep watching, but only because we want to see if they can dig themselves out of this mess." Until then, the memes will keep us entertained.